Okay, hi, this is Shubhadeep Sen, and today I'm going to discuss about certain cat problem, which is very, very important. Now, here is the first problem that is on your screen, and the question says, if the populations of a town is P in the beginning of any year, then it becomes 3 plus 2P in the beginning of the next year. And if the population in the beginning of 2019 is 1000, then the populations in the beginning of 2034 will be, there are a couple of options given. A, 1003 to the power 15 plus 6, 977 to the power 15 minus 3, 1003 multiplied by 2 to the power 15 minus 3, and 977 multiplied by 2 to the power 14 plus 3. Now let us see how we can solve this. Now, what am I supposed to do in this problem? See, in this problem, what happened? In beginning of the any year, that's a P. Next year, what will become? 3 plus 2P. Now, this 3 plus 2P will be replaced next year in a P column. So let us understand what I'm supposed to say. Let's say today the populations P. So after 1 year, this will become 3 plus 2P. Let's say this is equal to P1. So after 2 years, what will be the populations? 3 plus 2 P1, let's assume, which is P2. So see, look at P1 is replacing P here. Now let's say after 3 years, what will be the population? 3 plus 2 P2, which is equal to P3. Let's assume. Now this is the way we have to find out what will be the populations after 2034. So that means from 2019 to 2034. So if it is 1000, then what will be the populations after 15 years? Was that clear? Okay. Now we are going to take two core concepts here. What are the core concepts are using? First, identification of a pattern of a series. And the second one, sum of numbers which are in GP series. GP means geometric progression series. Okay. Now let us understand what would be the formula. Let's take it here. For example, A plus AR plus AR square plus dot 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 plus A into R to the power n minus 1. Now what is this series look like? This is the GP series. What is the first term? First term is A, and what is the common ratio? R, right? So what will be the value of this Sn? Sn means that is the summation of all the numbers in a GP series. It will become Sn is equal to A multiplied by In a bracket, I'm just writing down r to the power n minus 1, and denominator should be r minus 1. So this is possible when r is greater than 1. Other formula, a multiplied by 1 minus r to the power n, numerator should be 1 minus r, where mod r is less than 1. Now these two concepts will be used in these cases. So let's see how am I going to use these two techniques to find out the answers. Okay. Let's say beginning of the year. So beginning of year 1. What is that value? That's a P. Now after 1 year, what will become? Let's say P1, which is equal to 3 plus 2P. Now after 2 years, what will be become? Let's say P2 is equal to 3 plus 2 P1. So I'm just, what is the value of P1? This is the value of P1. So I'm replacing it here. So I will get 3 plus 2, just putting a value of P1, 3 plus 2P, right? So 3 plus 2 multiplied by 3 plus 2 square P. So if I just put it like this, 3 in a bracket, see, look at 3 and these 3 are the common. So 1 plus 2 plus 2 square P. Okay. Now what is the value of after 3 years, which may be P3 is equal to 3 plus 2P2. Now once again I am putting the value of P2. What is the value of P2? This is the value of P2, right? So let's say 3 plus 2 in a bracket one plus 2 plus 2 square P. So if we just take 3 plus 2 into 3 into 1 plus 2 into 3 into 2 plus 2 cube P. Now once again 3, 3, 3. These are common. So I'm just taking value of common. So 1 plus 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube P. This is all about. Now can you see a pattern? Let's go back to our first concept where I mentioned that you need to find a pattern. So what are the patterns? See, look at after 3 years, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. And as well as what is the highest value of 2? So that is 2 squared. So that means 3 minus 1. Now here look at what is the power of 2? 2 cube. Here is a 3, here is a 3. Now what is the highest value? Once again 2, which means 3 minus 1. Now can I make a very general formula to predict the populations after n number of years? We can do that. So let's say population after n years, which means Pn is equal to how much? 3. Then it will become 1 plus 2 plus 2 square plus dot 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 dot. What will be the maximum power of 2 in this case? 2 to the power n minus 1. Then what will be the power of next term? 2 to the power n, and here multiplied by p. Okay, just look at here. How does it look like? It is a GP series. What is the formula of this GP series when common ratio is more than 1? So here look at A first term which equals to 1 and R common ratio which is equal to how much? See, it will be 2. 1 multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by 2 square. So it will be 2. So which is greater than 1. So these summations will become how much? 1. No, let me write down the formula first. A r to the power n minus 1, then r minus 1. This is. So how many terms are there? From 1 to 2 to the power n minus 1, there's an n terms. So basically it will become a. A means 1. So 1 multiplied by 2 to the power n minus 1. Then numerator should be 2 minus 1. So value will be 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay. So can I replace the summations value by this term? So we are getting Pn is equal to 3, then 2 to the power n minus 1 plus 2 to the power n multiplied by p. Just I am rearranging this 2 to the power n minus 3, then plus 2 to the power n p. See, look at 2 to the power n and 2 to the power n. These are common. So 2 to the power n, it will become p plus 3 and then minus 3. Right? Now here, just let us read out the questions. In the beginning of 2019, it was 1000. So in this question, we can assume P is equal to 1000. So here P is equal to 1000. And what is the N? That means after N years. See, look at 2019 to 2034. So what is this amount? So 2034 minus 2019. So basically I'm talking about 15 years. So I can say that N is equal to 15 years. Now putting this value P is equal to 1000 and N is equal to 15 in these equations, how much am I getting? Two to the power 15. P means 1000 plus 3, and then it will become minus 3. So can I say 1003 multiplied by 2 to the power 15? So this is the answer. Hope this answered your questions. Thank you. Okay, hi. Let's take another CAT problem. The question is on your screen. If A1, A2, dot, 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 we can assume up to AN plus 1 are in AP, then 1 divided by root over A1 plus root over A2 plus 1 divided by root over A2 plus root over A3 plus dot, 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 plus 1 divided by root over an plus root over an plus 1, then is equal to, there are a couple of options are given. As you can see this, a n divided by root over a1 plus root over an plus 1. Then second option is b, n minus 1 divided by root over a1 plus root over an. Then the third option's n divided by root over a1 minus root over a n plus 1. Then n minus 1 root over a1 plus root over a n minus 1. Okay. Now we need to find out the value of this term. Okay. Now here a1, a2 and dot 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 up to a n plus 1s are in AP series. So as you can understand, by using this logic, we have to find out the value of this series. Okay. Now the core concepts. What are the core concepts to be used? It's an AP. AP means arithmetic progression concepts to be used. Okay. Now if I say that A1, A2, A3 plus comma a n minus 1 are in AP, then can I say A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, which is equal to A4 minus A3. Then finally a n plus 1 minus a n. Can I say that? This is because in AP there is a common difference. This difference will remain the same. Let us assume this difference is equal to D. That is okay. It is the D. Okay. Now other concept is that, as we know, what is the value of A2? We can say A1 plus D. Now A3 should be how much? A2 plus D. Now what is the value of A2? Here. So we can say A1 plus D, which means A1 plus 2D. Alright. Now look at here. Third term, and what is written here? Just multiplied with the D, it's a 2. So here is a third term and here is 2. So that means 3 minus 1. So can we have a general formula of AN is equal to A1 plus n minus 1 into D? That is our general formula. Now, what will be the value of AN plus 1? Very simple. A1 plus, here is the n term. So that means n plus 1 will be there. N plus 1 minus 1 into D. So AN plus 1 is equal to A1 plus, see, look at n, 1 and 1 is cancelled. So it will nd, which means an plus 1 minus a1 is equal to how much? Nd. So let us note this formula. So this much we have derived. So once again, an plus 1 minus a1 is equal to nd. Correct? Fine. Now let us proceed with these relations. We know that a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2, then equal to a4 minus a3 dot 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 equal to an plus 1 minus an is equal to d. Right? That was the derivations we know. Now let's take one by one. a2 minus a1 is equal to d. So I am just reciprocating a2 minus a1. So it will become 1 by 1 upon a2 minus a1 is equal to 1 by d. Okay. Now here is the formula, we all know that a square minus b square is equal to how much? A plus b into a minus b. So can I say a2 means root over a2 whole square minus a1 means how much? Root over a1 whole square 1 by d. So once again coming back, root over a2 plus root over a1 into root over a2 minus root over a1 is equal to 1 by d. So if we just rearrange, then once again I'm writing it down, 1 by root over a2 plus root over a1 is equal to, this is just going up this side, so a2 minus root over a1 in a bracket divided by d. So let's look at for another term. We know that a3 minus a2 which is equal to d. So let's take a reciprocal. a3 minus a2 is equal to 1 by d. Now what can I write it down? Root over a3 whole square minus root over a2 whole square is equal to 1 by d. So as you know, this formula can be expanded as a square minus b square formula. So that means a minus b into a plus b. So as I am writing down, root over a3 plus root over a2, then it will become root over a3 minus root over a2 is equal to 1 by d. So once again this will go up this side, so I'm just rearranging these equations. a3 plus root over a2 is equal to root over a3 minus root over a2 which is divided by d. Okay, so as you can understand, these things can be replicated for all the terms, right? So let us look like how this will be in final equation. Okay. Now this can be written as root over a2 minus root over a1 divided by d. Then this will be looked as root over a3 minus root over a2 divided by d. So plus dot 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 plus what we can see, root over a n plus 1 minus root over a n divided by d. Now can you see a similarity here? See, look at, this is root over a2, this is root over a2. So this will cancel. In the same way, a3 will be cancelled with the next term. So two terms will remain here. One, this is, and this is. These two terms will only remain here. So after final calculations, we will have a n plus 1 minus root over a1, and then we got a d. Okay, we are almost close to the solutions, but we need to do something else. Now see here, we cannot have any relations because it's a root over a n plus 1 and root over a1 have no relations, but we know that a n plus 1 and e1 has one relation that we have derived earlier. So what should we do? We are just multiplying n plus 1 minus root over a1, then multiplying okay, here have we got, what have we got? A minus b, and this is a plus b. So after calculations, what have we got is here a n plus 1 minus a1 divided by d root over n plus 1 plus root over a1. Now look at these relations. Is it known to us? We have derived. What is this? As you can see in the earlier part of this solutions, we derived a n plus 1 minus a1 is equal to n d, and this is d, and denominator will be root over a n plus 1 plus root over a1. Now see, d and this d is cancelled. So what is our final term? n plus 1 plus root over a1. This is the answer. Now you can match with your options and you can find out which one is the correct options. So hope this answered your questions. Thank you. Okay, let's take another CAT problem. The question is on your screen. As you can see, the question is, given an equilateral triangle T1 with side 24 centimeter, a second triangle T2 is formed by joining the midpoints of the sides of T1. Then a third triangle T3 is formed by joining the midpoints of sides of T2. If this processes of forming triangles is continued, the sum of the areas in the square centimeter of infinitely many such triangles T1, T2, T3 and so on will be the first option 192 root over 3, 164 into root over 3, 248 multiplied by root over 3, 188 multiplied by root over 3. Okay, so what is there? What are we going to do? let us draw a equilateral triangle, right? The equilateral triangle means all these sides are same. So let us assume all these sides are same, which is A, 24 centimeter, right? 24 centimeter where it is already given. Okay, now we are not putting this value from the beginning. We'll see that. First we will derive the formula, then we will put the value of A. So it is better for us. Now this is T1. Let's say A, B and C. So ABC, triangle ABC is T1, right? What is T2? This is the midpoint. This is the midpoint and this is the midpoint. So let's create another triangle. So this is D, E and then F. So triangle D, E, F is equal to T2. Now what is T3? Now there will be the midpoint of DE. This is and then this is. So let's say G, H and then I. So this is T3. So triangle GHI is equal to T3. Correct? Now what is the next? So if you just put another triangle, let's say this can be the another triangle. So on, this process is continuing, right? So we have to find out the total area, means area of T1 plus area of T2 plus area of T3 plus infinitely. As long as we can create small triangles, so infinitely this process will continue and we have to find out the area of all such triangles, right? Okay. Now let us understand what are the core concepts to be used. First, what is the area of equilateral triangle? Area of triangle, root 3 by 4 a square, where a is side of a equilateral triangle. This is one. What is the second concept? Sum of the numbers in GP series expanded up to infinity. Why infinity? Because as you can see, the process continues infinitely, right? So let's take a general example. Let's say Sn E plus ER plus ER square plus dot up to infinity. This is the sign of this infinity. So what is the value of these summations? So the formula is A divided by 1 minus R. Now what is A? A is first term and R common ratio. Another term is important, another condition is important. So mod R should be less than 1. Then this formula holds. Otherwise, it will not be possible to derive this formula, right? Okay. So let's draw our triangle. A, B, and then C. So this is D, E, F. Okay. Then another triangle. Okay, so this is T1, this is T2, this is T3, right? Okay. So, and what is the side of AB, BC, and CA? It will be a 24 centimeter. So I'm just writing down AB, BC is equal to CA is equal to 24 centimeter is equal to A. Let's assume A because I am not putting this value from the beginning, otherwise it will be complicated for calculations, right? Now, area of T1 means how much? Area of triangle ABC. So we can write it down root 3 by 4 A square. यहाँ पे A is equal to 24 centimeter. Now the second thing is area of T2. See, look at what is the area of T2. This is positions is the T2. So that means area of triangle DE and then F. Now if you look at and if you know that this triangle DEF is how much fractions of ABC? It will be 1/4. So we can say that 1/4 of triangle A, B, and then C. Okay, what is the area of T3? It will be area of triangle GHI. Now GHI is 1/4 of triangle DEF. Now triangle DEF is 1/4 of triangle ABC. So can I say 1/4 into 1/4 into triangle ABC? Now once again, just look at the formula. First, triangle T1, which is the area of ABC. Second is 1/4 of ABC. Third is 1/16 of ABC. Now we can find a GP series. Now let us write it down. Total area. Area of T1, area of T2, area of T3 plus dot 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 infinity. Now area of T1 means how much? Area of ABC. Then area of T2 means how much? 1/4 of area of ABC. Then area of T3 means 1/4 square into ABC and so on. Now if you can remember, what was the area of ABC, which is root 3/4 A square. Then I am just replacing the value of area of ABC. So 1/4, it will become root 3/4 A square. Then it will become 1/4 square. Then root 3/4 A square plus dot 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 dot, which means up to infinity. Right? Now can you see a GP series? This is A. This is A. Or you can say the first term. And what is this? common ratio. Now what is the formula of GP series expanded up to infinity? As we can see, the first term a divided by 1 minus r. So what is the a here? Root 3 by 4 a square divided by 1 minus, what is the value of r? 1 by 4. So root 3 by 4 a square, 1 minus 1 4, this term will become how much? 3 by 4. After simplifying these equations, we got root 3 by 3 a square. Now what is a? Sides of triangle ABC, which is equal to 24. So root 3 by 3 multiplied by 24 into 24. Now 3 and we can say this 8. So as a result, if you multiply 8 into 24, we got 192 root 3. Now you can check these answers with the options available and you can find out which is the right options. Hope this answered your questions. Thank you.